DJ Star, back with another video, and today we have on feet the LeBron 7 Fairfax. So, please excuse me for this video in particular. I'm not a big fan of LeBron shoes. I've only owned these and the LeBron 16s, the fresh bread or battle bread or whatever they was calling it. And then I have, no, I take that back. I have three. Then I have these, is my second pair. My third pair of LeBron was the John Elliott Icon LeBron's, the lifestyle shoe. And that's really about it. So I'm not too in depth on the history of the LeBron James line, but I do like these shoes. These stuck out to me. One, they have patent leather, reminiscent of the Air Jordan 11, which if you've been following me and you know me, that is my favorite shoe of all time, is the Air Jordan 11. It's just my favorite. So this kind of reminded me of that. And then I like the splash of the red and the yellow hits on it. And from my understanding, Fairfax is a high school in California, and this PE was gifted to them some years back. And then this is the first time it was available for retail. I bought these last year sometime. I'm not sure when, or was it this year? I'm not sure. When they came out, they released, and I kind of dig them. So we're going to go over the shoe together. One thing I will say, these are very, very comfortable, especially for wide footers. They give you a lot of space, and the side paneling being that fly wire or whatever, it really gives a lot. So it gives you a lot of space for your feet to move and breathe. So let's first go over the front of the shoe. You see wrapped on the heel cap is a patent leather. It's not a 11 patent leather. It's not as thick, but it's still nice. Very nice and shiny. On the front tab, you got his number 23 on both of them. You know what I'm saying? On the lace fronts at the very top, if you can see that, you have his name, LeBron James. You go up the front, they came with a red lacing, and you have his signature here as well. So when you go to the side panel of the shoe, you see that black with the patent leather that goes around. Then you see the red Nike swoosh with the yellow outline and the yellow fly wire. I thought that was really, really slick. You have LeBron James logo at the time, and you have a side counter right here. And what makes the shoe very, very comfortable, in my opinion, is the full-length air you see through the bubble. That is a full-length air unit. So it makes it very, very comfortable. When you go down to the back of the shoe, you will see right here the little tab and a little piece of patent leather, and these parts right here that are very comfortable, like a little nylon plush, a little comfortable for your ankles. And if you can see that, I'm sorry, maybe I had to turn back around. And if you see that on the inside, you have a yellow swoosh, and you had a Fairfax high school name on both shoes with the yellow swoosh on it. And for the bottom, it's not herringbone traction. It's a different traction system. But when I pulled them out the box, I just noticed that that circle in the middle is some kind of hologram that has a Nike swoosh or something else. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it's supposed to say. But one thing I really didn't like about the shoe, from the pictures, the shoe looked like it was black, red, and yellow. But when you get it, it's like a dark blood red, almost maroon and yellow. So I was kind of confused with that, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the LeBron 7. I think it's a nice shoe, but it was just the colorway, and being at a high school PE that was released to the public, I was like, bump it. Let me go ahead and grab these boys. So here you have the LeBron 7, and that's really about it, y'all. I'm going to give you a couple more little shots of it. One thing I do like is the aglets on here. Got his logo on it, little black aglets, and these kind of thick basketball laces. You would think something like this would come like with a skinny lace type of system, but they gave you a thicker cut. And I like these metal accents right here on both sides. I thought that was just a nice touch. So there you have it, LeBron 7 Fairfax. So I'll do more LeBrons and shoes and all kind of different shoes as they come in, as I get them. But this, the only thing I'm really knowledgeable about is the Air Jordan line, and not so much because that was my favorite player. I grew up with watching Air Jordan. So that's my favorite player of all time. So I'm a little bit more in tune with his shoes than I am anybody else's when it comes to basketball. But I mean, as I post them and throw them in, give you a little story time with them, and you know, show you how they look. So with that being said, love, peace, and prosperity. I'm gone.